The sun rose gently over Ofwanga village, stretching its golden fingers across the quiet hills of Rongo. Mist still lingered on the grass, and the cries of distant roosters echoed through the morning air. The smell of wood smoke and fresh earth carried softly from the homesteads as a new day began. In one small compound near the edge of the lake, a girl moved gracefully between chores, her steps light, her spirit calm. Her name was Tina Nayar Sami, daughter of Samuel Wasonga, the quiet farmer who everyone in the village respected. To the people of Ofwanga, Tina was more than just a beautiful girl. She was the pride of her father, the melody of her mother's memory, and the heart of the village itself. Her beauty was not the kind that shouted, it was the kind that lingered, soft and natural, like the scent of rain on dry soil. Her eyes held the calm of still water, her smile the warmth of morning light. But what truly made Tina admired was not her looks, it was her heart. She was humble, hardworking, and respectful. She rose before dawn each day, lit the fire, swept the yard, and prepared breakfast for her father before heading to the lake to fetch water. As she walked along the narrow, winding path to the water, the villagers greeted her with smiles. "There goes Tina Niar Sami," they would say. "Samuel Wasonga must be proud of his daughter." And he was. Her father, Samuel Wasonga, had raised her alone since the day her mother, Atieno, passed away. He was a man of few words, but when he looked at his daughter, there was pride in his eyes, the quiet kind that needed no explanation. Together, they had built a home filled with peace, laughter, and the kind of love that did not need to be spoken aloud. At the end of the path lay the heart of the village, Namnialo, the lake that the elders called the lake that remembers. Its surface mirrored the sky, its voice was the whisper of wind and water, and its spirit was as old as the land itself. Every morning Tina knelt by the lake's edge, setting her clay pot beside her, and greeted it softly. "Good morning, Namnialo," she whispered, her voice tender. "Keep our home safe today." Her mother had once told her that the lake had memory, that it carried the stories and prayers of those who loved it. So Tina spoke to it like a friend, and sometimes, when the wind blew just right, she swore it whispered back. The lake was also the keeper of her deepest memories, especially of Fidel Castro, the boy she once loved. Fidel had been her childhood companion, the boy with laughter that filled the air and dreams too large for the village to contain. They had grown up together, fetching water, running through maize fields, and sitting beneath the fig tree by the lakeside, whispering secrets the world would never hear. He used to tease her, calling her the girl who smiles with her eyes. And she would laugh, pretending not to care, though her heart fluttered each time he said it. Before he left for Kisumu to study, he had made her a bracelet, carved from olive wood, polished smooth, and tied with a small string. On it were two faintly carved letters, F plus T. "When I return," he had told her, grinning, "I'll bring another one, for your left hand." But he never came back. One rainy season, news reached the village that Fidel's boat had overturned in a storm while crossing the far side of Namnialo. The fishermen searched for days, but no body was ever found. Only his shirt, torn, faded, caught in the reeds. The lake was quiet for many days after that, as if mourning him too. Tina could not bear to go near it. Each ripple reminded her of his laughter. Each breeze carried his name. But time, gentle and slow, began to ease her pain, and the path to the lake called her again. That morning, years later, the mist was heavy, curling low above the water like breath over glass. Tina knelt to fill her pot, humming softly to herself, a song her mother used to sing. Then she saw it. Something floating near the reeds, moving gently with the water. At first she thought it was a leaf, but when she leaned closer, her breath caught. It was a bracelet, old, darkened by time, but unmistakable. The same one Fidel had carved for her. The letters were faint, but still there, F plus T. Her hands trembled as she lifted it from the water. It was real, solid, heavy, wet with the scent of the lake. Her heart began to race. "Nam Nyalo," she whispered, voice trembling. "Why give this back to me?" The water was silent, but then a soft ripple spread from the center of the lake, slow and deliberate, though the air was still. Tina stepped back, clutching the bracelet to her chest. The mist curled tighter, the sound of the world faded, and for a brief second she thought she heard something, faint like a sigh carried on the wind. Her name. Tina. She froze. The sound was distant but familiar, a voice she had known better than her own. Fidel, she whispered, but the L